The genetic makeup of an individual heavily impacts their adult behavior in a way that nurture cannot change. Nurture versus nature is a well-known debate that's widely studied and has many different sides on the case. There's so many facts for both sides that most people can't decide with one. They think it has something to do with both. But I'm here to tell you that nature is more of the factor that causes our behavioral actions. Kids that are raised in a family with siblings sometimes grow up and have criminal behaviors that the siblings do not have, meaning how they were brought up doesn't have anything to do with their behaviors. This is something in their genetic makeup. One criminal is Ted Bundy. He showed sociopath behaviors at the age of 3, and his family was normal. They weren't crazy. He liked to hurt and torture innocent animals, and he was taken to church, involved in Boy Scouts, so he was raised like a normal child, but he acted out in harmful ways. He thought his mom was his sister, but later, after high school, he was told that his mom was his sister, and his grandparents were his parents. In college, he studied psychology, and he met a girl, and they dated for a while, and she later dumped him. So he began focusing on his studies, and a year later they began dating again, and he proposed, and she accepted. And 2 weeks later, he dumped her, and that's when he began killing people. He often killed people that looked like her because I guess he didn't like her. Twins are another big component on this topic. Paula Bernstein and Alyssa Sheen were a part of a 1960s through the 70s study where they were separated at birth and raised in 2 separate households, and they later researched on their birth parents and found out that they had a twin and that they wanted to meet them, so they met. And when they met, they realized how similar they really were to each other. And Bernstein said, "It's undeniable that genetics play a huge role, probably more than 50%. So this proves that even though they were raised in completely different households, they still had many similarities, and so this proves that nature is better than nurture. Young sociopathic behaviors are lying, which Ted Bundy did often. They're awkward in social situations. All of these are instincts that occur in early childhood before traumatic events happen in a child's life. So these behaviors are formed before the children are involved in crazy events that shape them into who they are.